Welcome to the Course Creators Podcast with course design expert Jenny Rice. Whether you're an experienced creator or just starting out, this podcast helps build courses that resonate, transform, and make an impact. Each episode, we'll explore strategies and tips to help you create engaging, successful courses. Let's dive in.
Hi, this is Jenny Rice from Course Creation Podcast. I'm so excited for our guest today. We have Merri from MKG Parent Coach. Welcome, Merri.
Thank you, Jenny. It's so good to see you too. Love
Yes.
catching up.
Yes, I love having you here. So let's start off with tell me a little bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah, well, so my business is called MKG Parent Coach. So I help parents bring mindfulness, kindness, and gratitude into every parenting situation. Though I have to say, I work with caregivers, I work with grandparents. It's super transferable in whatever avenue parents need. About me, what sparked me becoming a coach is I worked in ministry for 10 years. And in those 10 years, I was working with kids in about 6th grade, all the way through those first 4 years into their adulthood. And of course, when you're working with kiddos, you work with their parents. And parents were coming to me and they're like, is this normal? I was their confidant. They were comfortable sharing and trusting me with what's happening in their home. So I would bring in speakers to that faith community, and the speakers would be on topics that these parents were confiding in me. And at the same time, I have my own two. My two are just elementary age at that time. So I'm building huge tools. I'm learning so much from these other parents and what's happening ahead. So much what's happening with their kids' brain development, their physical development, that one person just sparked in me the importance of, Merri, you could take this and bring it in personally to each parent individually. So that's what sparked working in parent education. I tended to parents around mental health and chemical health cares that their kiddos needed, and then delivered plenty of workshops, presentations myself. It was those follow-ups that a parent said to me, super helpful. How do I really apply this in my own home? So you see that circle? I mean, ministry to caring for parents to, now and that's when I got certified. And I launched my own business to really be that hand-in-hand support. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. I'm thrilled. My two are adults. They have journeyed right along with me, my best teachers, and sometimes my greatest challenges.
Yes.
But definitely my best teachers.
Yeah, that's so great that you've taken what you've learned from other parents, your own children, and applied and put it together to help other parents go through that, right? So help them learn and be better parents, like you said, the mindfulness, kindness, and gratitude, which is so important. So I wish I'd found you when my son was younger too.
Exactly. And Jenny, I want to say it's that reminder too that parents aren't alone. When we do those workshops or even when someone jumps into the course, my online course, it's that opportunity to book a call with me too. So they can go through the course and then have those Q&A time with me.
That's great. So great. Tell me a little bit more about your course and the transformation that your clients get.
Yeah, thank you. So it's called Purposeful Parenting Course. And what I love about it is parents can do this in their time. So if there is a parent that's an executive and they are working wild hours, well, they can fit this in little nuggets over their lunch break or while they're at their kids' practice for their sporting event or drama practices. And there's just these bite-sized pieces that they can build their toolkit around. What I built the course on is called Pause. Each letter stands for a portion of the online course, and I'll share what that is. So P is being present. A is attentive. So present to yourself so you can show up for your kiddo, attentive to your emotions and your kiddos. The U is understand, and that is listen to understand, not fix, not reply. S is support. Who is in your circle of support? And then E is coming together and how do we explore solutions? How do we make solutions together? And the course works through all of that with handouts, with guides, with my videos. It's just a helpful way of reminding parents you're not alone, there is support, and helps you have a greater communication skills at home. How do I show up with that love, mindfulness, kindness, and gratitude in my own home?
That's amazing. That's really good. And I love that you have an acronym to remind parents of where they're at, what they need to do. So if they're ever stuck in the moment, they can remember that acronym and then apply it in all those cases. And I like how you describe it as like every interaction, every time you're with your child, you can think of that pause model. That's so great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just to share, it's that refresher that we all need, because boy, we do this when we're calm, but boy, when our emotions are heightened, it's hard to be like, how do I get back in alignment? Oh, my kids' emotions are super high. How do I get just a company, and how do I come along, and we're all going to get back into the um, self-regulation. So
Right.
it is a really empowering tool.
Yeah. And what I love about it too is that, as a parent myself and wanting to be a better parent, it helps people with the skills they might not know they have or they need to focus in on. So it's a good awareness and a good ability to be a better parent, even if they're a great one already. Right.
Thank you. That's a nice
Wonderful.
way to say it, because we all have, we there is no instruction book, right? But we all want to do what's best for our kiddos, and it's that opportunity. Oh, and speaking of that, Jenny, I use the word kiddos. Sometimes that people think that, oh, this course is for parents with youngers. Oh no, this course is for parents with even adult kids. You would benefit from this, because that relationship changes as you launch your kiddos, your young adults, to even when they start school, and how do we help them in all those transition years
Right.
in their elementary. So it
Right.
really is transferable to all ages.
Right. And once you're a parent, you're always a parent. It never
Yeah,
stops. Right.
exactly.
So very
So
true.
true.
So let's talk a little bit about maybe what challenges you faced in creating your course and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, that's a great question, because when you ask it, you're like, what were the challenges? And you know this, I deliver so many presentations and I've written so much content that it was figuring out how to hone it down and really deliver what would be bite-sized pieces, and I can use this now. I want to honor people's time so much that I'm like, I'm going to figure out a way that really empowers you, builds your skills, and then I can run with it. So I think that was one of the challenges, is just weeding it down. How do I get this streamlined so that there's just so much information, but how do we make it bite size? The other challenge was truly blocking in time, because we are so busy parenting. We're so busy running a business, so busy all the other things. And it was locking in the time to knock this out. And with your help, I was able to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, those were the couple of challenges that
Yeah.
I think I overcame.
Yeah. And that's an
Creating.
interesting one. You talked about what information to put in there, how much, at what level, what chunks and things like that. And I think you really hit the mark on the head. It's how we chunk it up is how people can learn and adopt it. Just like you're teaching them how to be good parents, learners need to know this is a chunk of information. I'm going to learn it, adopt it, apply it, and then learn the next chunk of information. And it was great because your model and I helped you with your course. So I know that your course was around the pause model. So the
Mm.
P, so people could focus on the P. What does a P mean? Here's some tools and things to go do it, and then learn them all. So then you could put them all together when you're working with your children, right? So
Yes. Yeah,
really
your
good.
guidance was key in overcoming my challenges, most definitely.
That's great. Thank you for that feedback. Yeah, no, it's been great hearing about you. You offer the value you offer to parents and ultimately their children. So, as we end this podcast, what tips do you have for other course creators that might be thinking about doing a course like you have, running a business, being a parent, being busy, and things like that?
Yeah. Well, the first would be, your guidance helped me get so much clarification. Like, I knew I wanted to have this to support parents in those off hours when, I can't be available 24/7, and I've had clients all over the world. Well, we're in different time zones. So this is one way that I was like, oh, parents can do this at their own, and they have the opportunity to schedule a call with me. So it's like the best of both worlds. They're doing their own homework, and then they're showing up to have that time for my support. Other advice would be trust yourself. If you feel that this is the right thing, which I think it is, it really is. There's meeting people in their schedule is so important, that the courses with your guidance. I mean, it was the task, your yes, you smile, because that helped me go, oh, nugget by nugget by nugget. And I was able to break it down, and just your guidance made it tangible for me and able for me to make it happen.
That's great. That's good advice. And I love that, being a course creator myself, in that get the help when you need the help, right? And I truly believe that creating a course is like being a parent. It takes a village to do it, right? It's not something you should be doing on your own. You need perspective and balance and other things, the technical support, et cetera, et cetera. So, because I find when people like you, subject matter experts, they tend up spinning a bit, because they're like, should I put this in there and that in there and this in there and how big and things like that. When you have somebody else to help guide you through it, it helps you balance things out, make things more focused, et cetera.
So true.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Great trips.
And to also start small. There's so many that start with one course and then work your way into a library, but really you can start with one.
Yeah. That's
Doesn't
great
have to
advice
be-
to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And your course is awesome for parents that want to take it. So I've seen it, so I know that for sure. So thank you, Merri, for being on this podcast. It's been great.
Thank you. I welcome people to stay in touch, mkgparentcoach.com, and we're happy to support where I can too.
Absolutely. So this is Jenny Rice with Course Creators Podcast. I'm so happy with our guest today, Merri from MKG Parent Coach. It's been great having you on the podcast, Merri. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny, for all you do too.
Okay.
Bless it.
Thanks for listening to the Course Creators Podcast. For more insights and to connect with a community of creators, join our Course Creator channel on The Great Discovery. We offer both free and premium memberships. Check the link below. Until next time, keep creating, inspiring, and transforming lives.